Hello there, my name is Christian Catalano. I am the owner of CryoHelpers, an organization that helps cryotherapy centers and spas all over the world grow and be more successful. I am also the host of the top-rated CryoHelpers podcast and your host today on today's episode of the CryoHelpers COVID Care Package. This podcast is designed to help you out with some good ideas that'll help you navigate your business through this pandemic. And today I wanted to talk about something very important, if not the most important thing I can teach you throughout this entire podcast, and that is your mindset. I'm going to talk about, teach, and present you guys with a lot of different ideas. But before I spend my precious time putting in the effort to make these episodes, I need to make sure that you're in the right mindset, and most importantly, you're in the right environment for growth. Think about your top 5 closest people in your circle. They could be your spouse, your siblings, parents, or friends, but pick the top 5 people in your circle that you interact with the most and think about what it is about them that you want from them. Now, taken out of context, that sounds pretty selfish, but let's just break it down and think about it for a second. What is a trait that they have that you'd like to see more of in your life and in yourself? Let's say you have a cousin, Jen. Say Jen has always seen the best in people no matter what. It's one of her defining characteristics. Is it selfish of you to also be able to see the best in people? Not at all. And that's more than likely one of the reasons why she's always been, or, why she's in your circle. She's a positive influence on your life. Now, obviously, she's your cousin, and, you have to, be nice to her, and be friendly with your family and friends, but there's a difference between being friends and being in your circle, and I'll get into more information. I'll dive into a little bit more about that later on. But overall, the reason why she's in your circle is because she's a positive influence on your life. She inspires you to be better in that specific area, and you aspire to be just like her, if not better. It's not selfish at all. It's just a matter of life. It should be that way for every member of your inner circle. So think about that top 5, the 5 people in your circle, and if one of them or multiple of them, if that's not the case, if you can't find something that you want, that, one aspect of their life, not aspect of their life, but a trait that they portray, whether they are very determined, they always go to the gym, or like with Jen, she sees the best in people. If they don't have a trait or something of that sort that inspires you to be better, then you need to do the hard work of changing your circle. And that is definitely, it's a difficult task, but it has to be done. But the same exact thing goes into your business, actually. So think about it. Who are the top 5 people that you network with? Who are the 5 people that you network with the most? What do their businesses look like? Most are probably closed down, right? But what are they doing about it? Are they angry? Are they happy? Are they reactive, or are they proactive? Are they growing, or are they hiding? Are they actually doing something to make their situation better, or are they online bitching and moaning? Think about it. Has any one of your top 5 closest people in your network actually asked you how this pandemic has been beneficial for you? Have you asked anyone? Have you even considered how this pandemic has been beneficial for you and your business? It probably hasn't been beneficial in a lot of different areas. It might be difficult to find a way that it has been beneficial. But if you sit down, self-reflect on your situation, I guarantee you can find a positive out of this pandemic. But not a lot of people think like that. But Let's go back to the 5 people in your network. Seriously think about it. What are they doing to make their situation better? And if you don't know what they're doing, take a look at the content they're sharing on social media. You need to be looking constantly. Whether this is pandemic or out of the pandemic, you need to constantly be looking for what's working for other businesses like yours. And that's who you need to be around. You need to find them, not just to do what they're doing so you can succeed as well, but you need to get them on the phone. You need to talk with them. You need to not just include them into your circle, but you need to use them to replace those who are using this time to spread negativity, because you are a product of your environment. That's something that you've probably been told all your life. And you don't need those people dragging you down anymore, and you know it. So you should be using this time to not just self-reflect, but reflect on the people you are allowing in your circle, and start putting in the work to changing that. You don't want your kid hanging out with quitters. Why? You want your kid to hang out with people who show perseverance and don't quit? Why? You know why. It's because you want them to be a product of a positive environment, and it's no different than with you. If you're hanging around people who are complaining about this situation, getting depressed and blaming their situation on someone else or something else, instead of using that valuable time working on how to overcome this, you need to get away from those people, because they're not going to help and it'll only hurt you. Find the people who are motivated. Find the people that are driven. Gravitate towards those people. Listen to this podcast. Listen to my other podcast. Get in touch with the people who are winning or motivated to win regardless. Thank you so much.